Alright guys, how's it going? I'm back after a few weeks, so happy holidays first of all, happy new year everybody. Maybe you noticed my shiny new Twitch streaming overlay. I kinda dig the 1984, look, the synth wave. I also changed my music to go with the, the whole package basically. Alright, so yeah, after a while, I would say a few weeks, I decided to get back to building the absence tracker that we built previously. So yeah, so, how's it going, you guys? Let me know in the chat how were your holidays and were there any crazy stuff to do. Alright, so without further ado, let's jump in and continue working on our absence tracker. Alright. So, let's first of all remind ourselves what the point was here. Again, building an absence tracker, that means employees can submit requests to not come to work, right? Because they're sick or because they have some obligations or whatever. Yeah, so I'm building this little app. It's mostly built for, to be used internally in my company. But we might decide to open source it later on. I'm not sure. We'll decide later on. So if you're interested in this app, or if you wanna know if we go open source, make sure you follow me on Twitter, because if I announce that we're open sourcing it, I will definitely post it on Twitter. So I'm going to send you my link here. Alrighty, so yeah, let's remind ourselves what is already done and what needs to be done. So we can request a leave successfully now, right? Just a simple data entry into the database. We can pick if it's a sick leave, vacation, or days off. We can pick our days, for example, using a single pick type, multi-pick type, or a range of days. And we also developed the logic that puts away all of the holidays and also weekends, because weekends are non-working days. So if we, for example, in the case of a range vacation type of request, if I request a leave from, I don't know, 18th to the 1st, that means we have 1, 2, 3, 4 weekend days, and those will not be subtracted from your days off. They are already non-working days. And we also take into consideration holidays as well, and the holidays are manually entered for now. And we have just a simple note here, and yeah, we can successfully request a leave. So let's just try once. Okay, so I'm going to go on vacation from 18th until the 1st of February. Now we can see the range here. I'm going skiing. Okay, let's try to submit it. Okay, request created successfully. That means we're cool here. And now inside of the pending request, this screen is admins only, right? Your office manager or your HR representative can only see this screen. If you're just a user, an employee, you cannot see the screen. So the HR representative logs in, goes to the pending request screen, and they see this basically. What are the previous requests? The previous requests that the users submitted, and what are the pending requests? So let's check this out now. We have 14 and 15th of January. Well, that's not mostly correct, so we need to fix that. But 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, and then we have a weekend. 23rd and 24th are weekend. Then we have 25th, 26th, 27th, and then 1st of February. Okay, from 29th there's a 30 and 31st weekend as well. And there we go, 1st of February. And now I can either accept this or decline these requests, that we see here. We are going to fix this later on, because I have something else, I have a different idea for today's stream. So we're just going to keep this in mind for a later streaming. So these are the pending requests here. Maybe it's a good idea to put a little badge over here, you know, to let the HR representatives know that there are pending requests that need some attention. So let's do that real quick and then we can jump into the main deal. All right, so this is in the sidebar. So let's try to see where that thing was. Maybe in the layout. Okay, we have the sidebar here. There we go. This is the sidebar. We check if it's an admin, if the currently logged in user is an admin or not. Okay, and then we have a list of all of the navigation items. Now these nav items are defined here, basically. We have the pending requests, admin and users, and these are the admin navigation items, right? This is the place where we would like to show a badge. Okay, so maybe let's see where we use this. Yeah, maybe we want to try, maybe we would like to move these below here. Okay, and before actually constructing the sidebar, we could try to we could get all of the pending requests that are, get the number of them, and then display a little badge. Nice. And let's just try. Okay, we have the icon here, we have the text, and if the current page is active, then we can see this little arrow here. So that means we can set a badge here. Let's see, 3. Let's see how that looks like. Okay, now all of these have badges, and that's not cool, but we will fix that. We'll say color scheme equals red for now, because we want to get that attention, right? And for lights theme, this is how it looks like. So we would want to do some spacing on here, but let's just say, let's go to Chakra UI and see if they have a different type of badge, like a little badge, you know, like a superscript badge, a notification of some sort. So these are all of the badges here. Okay, so it looks like there are no that type of badges that we are after. So maybe we should just use this one, you know, for the sake of simplicity, but also make the sidebar a little bigger. So what are we doing here? Here's the layout. We have always the sidebar, and this is always 320 pixels. I don't know, let's try 340. This doesn't look like yeah, okay, there we go. Let's try 350. Let's try 350, and what happens if we're on mobile? We're going to say iPhone 6. Let's refresh the page. This is 375. What is going on? Alright, something's not right. Let me ditch this for now. We're going to worry about that later. But now we have extra pixels here, so we can also change this here. Maybe we can put this out into a constant. Do we have constants? No, we don't have constants. Okay, so let's see. Sidebar width will be just simply 350, and we are going to replace this so we don't have to replace it twice. Sidebar width here. So now we're going to use different type of quotes here. Sidebar width here. Okay, let's see. We can collapse this. Nice. Now it's out of the way completely. Okay. badge should not really be, let's try to put it inside of the texts. Nice. Now we can add a little margin left. I don't know, maybe 6. Let's see how it looks like. That's way too much, so let's go with 2. Okay, yeah, looks decent enough. It looks decent enough. Nice. And now we want to show this badge only if the navigation item is the pending requests item. Okay, so maybe we should introduce IDs into the nav items. Okay, so ID dash port. All right, so since we have TypeScript here, maybe it's a good idea to actually utilize the types. So let's create a type nav item, and that type can have an ID which will be a string, order which will be a number, content which will be a string as well. Left icon, the left icon will be an icon type. Okay, so left icon, icon type, left icon active, icon type as well. href will be a string because we want to navigate to stuff. And now let's create this, assign this type here. So this thing has an ID, this one doesn't, so that's why we have this error, and that's what we actually want. So ID request a leave requests. Yeah, so the ID will pretty much reflect the href. Admin navigation items, again, get the type going. ID will be pending requests. Okay, ID will be admin here, and then ID will be users here. Okay, nicely done. Now we want to show this badge only if the navigation item dot ID equals requests. Was it requests in plural? Requests, no, pending requests. Yeah, where are we? Pending requests. And now let's wrap the badge with this case. We should only see it here. There we go. We have the little number 3, which is hard-coded at the moment here. So before, okay, yeah, that looks decent enough. Now let's try to get the actual, number of pending requests, and that would also introduce a new condition here. So if the ID is pending requests and the actual pending requests are bigger than 0, if there are 0 requests, then we don't need to show a badge over here. Nice. Okay, so we have the components here. Let's go into the absences, queries, get absences. Now let's create a new query, get absence requests.ts. Okay, but let's just try to see pending panel. We have a list. No pending requests. Okay. Requests. How do we get these? All right, so we just, okay, yeah, that's okay. We don't need to create an additional. We don't need to create an additional. Oh, okay. So we would also like, inside of the get absences, all right. Hey, UX Leap, thank you for following. This is awesome. Yeah, guys, I think we don't need to authorize admins only, because anybody can request any absence now, right? Okay. Or we can, yeah, we can try to get, for example, if the currently logged in user is an admin, then return all of the absences. If the user is not an admin, then return only their own absences, right? I think that's good enough. So let's just get into the where were we now? Into the layout, into the sidebar, yeah, and then do our fetch here. So use query. We need to import the get absences. Okay, turns out there are two get absences. One is from absences queries get absences, and then there we have another one in users queries get user absences. Okay, get user absences. We need to check that, but we'll just import these things here. Is everything imported as it should be? We want to separate local imports from package imports. There we go. Get absences. Use query is imported from, it should be from Blitz, not from Chakra UI. And that's good. All right, nice. Suspense false. We're not going to need the extras here. We just want to get the requests. Okay. Now let's just say, yeah, we don't need this variable here. We can just go into the requests, pending requests. Okay, get into the type here, and now let's add let's add a badge. That would be a number, but that would be an optional. So we don't want to show any badges here. Let's get back to the pending requests, and let's say badge will be requests dot count or absences dot length. Yeah, and if we go here, we can just say negation item dot badge. Nicely done. All right, so yeah, let's do that here. If the requests are bigger than 0, then let's show them. If not, then do, I don't know, undefined. In that case, we can get the badge here and use it as a conditional. Say, okay, if the ID is pending requests, we don't actually need that here. If the badge exists, then show it. So let's reload. It says 3. That's not correct. Request. Let's check the DB real quick. Absence. There are 2 absences, as we can see here, but it says 3 here, and that's not cool, man. Let's try to do this. Let's try to debug this. Let's go to sources. Let's open up sidebar. We have the sidebar width here. Where's the actual badge? Look at that, it doesn't actually update. That's weird. Do we have any errors? Alright, let's just reload the app. UX Sleep, hi, what do you use for your back? What do you mean, my back? You mean this whole Twitch overlay, or what kind of chair do I use? Because I stole this from the office. And now since I announced it publicly, I may need to return it. Alright, so absences of undefined, that means there are no requests. Let's check the network real quick. Let's do this. Get current user. We have requests here. There we go. Oh, okay. Yeah, we need to do this optional because we don't have React suspense now, so it cannot be real time. There we go, guys. I was referring to Code Chem, but I quickly checked the site and I got it. Yeah, this is my company here, so I'm building this for my company, but maybe we need to add the, you know, some sort of white labeling stuff like logos and names and colors and stuff like that into the admin, probably. I don't know. You know, that's the least of our concerns now. First I'd like to, you know, create the system and make it work, and white labeling comes later on if we actually, you know, need it. But yeah, okay, we got the pending requests 1, so let's accept this one. There we go. Now the badge is gone. Man, I love Blitz.js. This is just super simple. Everything, you know, it does everything for me. So nice. We don't have any pending requests. There's our yippee message here with the confetti and everything. Nice. Okay, let's dig in to the real problem now. The real problem is users, you know, they have a limited number of days off, right? They cannot get infinite number of vacation days. So we developed the concept of absence tracking periods, right? So every period, for example, a period of 1 year, you know, every employee has their own capacity and their days off pretty much reset, right? They come on top of their existing ones if there are any. And we need to keep track of how many, you know, what's the user's capacity and how many days left does the user have. So that's why we developed this absence tracking periods concept. For example, let's create one for 2020, 1st of July, let's say. 2021, 1st of July, so 1 year, and there's also a grace period, which will be, I don't know, New Year's Eve, 2021. Let's hit submit. There we have our absence tracking period. So let's check out the database and see what actually happens. If we refresh now, we can see the absence tracking period. See, okay, is active, is false. We need to fix this because it is currently active, right? From 1st of July 2020 until 1st of July 2021. That means we are covered in this periods. We can see that there's one user in these periods, which will be basically all of the users, right? And that user is, okay, I cannot show. The user ID is 1. Yeah, I cannot click. Why is that? Okay, let's go open this in a new tab and we can see, yeah, user in periods. If we click on the user, there we go, Lazar Nikolov. That's my user. That means whenever I create a new period, I get all of the users right? And then I create this little user in periods entry, which is just a simple merger table that, you know, that links the user by the ID and the periods by the ID. And in there we can have how many days left do I have and what's my capacity in that period, right? Because capacity also grows. For newly employed employees, it might be too little, right? I mean, like, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 5 days. But for employees that have years, you know, of working into the same company, it might be 20, 25, I don't know. The company decides that, right? Or the law. So that's the capacity, and and here is the days left here. How many days left do I have from this capacity? And there's also an array of absences that we keep track of. For example, in this period, how many absences does this user requested? That's pretty much it. And every time we create a new period, we create these empty, you know, user in periods. We create these empty user in periods entries where we just link the user and the periods here. And I have hard coded this capacity and days left for now. We need to be smarter about this. But for now, I don't know, let's just keep it 20. Let's just put this in motion and then we can, you know, massage it and make it perfect later on. So, if we visit the user in periods, now if we visit the absence tracking periods, we can see this period here. And there's only one user at the moment in the database. And this is it. So I have my user, right, has 20 days of capacity and 20 days left. Now, my user can be in multiple periods because we have the grace periods, you know, we have the grace periods concept in place. That means before the first period begins, I have 6 more months to use the days left that I had, and then proceed with the new days from the new periods. So let's try for example, now we can go, and when we are requesting a new absence, we can start to, you know, decrease the number of days from the days left. And how can we do that? First, we need to find the currently active period. That means we need to fix this thing here, get all of the active periods, and get the one that has is active. Yeah, okay. This will be a problem. Yeah, let's just get the periods that are currently active, but not using this property here. We'll just use the new date, like the current date and time that we're checking. For example, today, 14th of January, right? So we would have only one period, but if it was, for example, November, we would have 2 periods. One from 2019 to 2020, because we're still in the grace period, and the new one from 2020 until 2021. When we have these 2 periods, we would like to get the one where the grace period is, you know, where the grace period is greater than or equal of today. And then we can get the, you know, then we can get the users in periods, find the user that's there, and check if the days left, there are enough days. Yeah, there are enough days to decline, if they to decrease. If there aren't, then use up all of the days and then get the next period, and, you know, decrement the take off the rest of the days. So let's try to do that. First, we are going to go to mutations, create absence right here. Yeah, so before we actually create an absence, we're not going to decrease the days, but we just want to make sure, right? We just want to make sure that the user has enough days, right? For example, if I have 3 more days in total and I want a 5-day vacation, I cannot create that request pretty much. So we have the reporting user here, right? Now let's check, let's try to get the currently, get all of the currently running periods, find the user, and sum up all of the days left that are in the database. So current periods, we can say, okay, db dot absence tracking periods, find many, where, and this is where we say where the from, right? Let's just say, I don't know, let's just say today equals new day, just to be simple. From is greater than or equal of today. Two is less than or equal today. Actually not two, but grace period. So basically from 1st of July 2020 until New Year's Eve 2021. So that's a year and a half, right? Get all of the tracking periods where this is, where this condition applies. So we have one from 2019. So this should be, or either the from is greater than or equal today. No, this should be less than or equal, and the grace period should be greater than or equal. Yeah, if the from date has passed, that means the absence tracking period is currently running, but also the grace period hasn't ended. Yeah, this makes sense. So yeah, we don't need an or, we need an and here. Let's just log these out. Console log current periods. Let's log these out and let's try to create an absence now. Let's get back, request a leave. And let's just create a simple one. Hey. It returns no. Okay, is this it? Create requests. Oh, wait a minute. This is create an absence. I'm not sure why is this here, and do we actually use this? Let's try to see if anyone references this. No one references this. Yeah, so we need to go to requests basically, not absences. So in that case, we need to delete this file. Create request, there we go. Okay, so absence type, if everything is okay, we calculate the total days and we have the clear days, as we can see, logged in here. That's nice. We don't have any console logs. We're going to get rid of this here and we're going to paste this little thing here. I'm going to clear out the console and now let's try to submit a new leave. Okay, so here's our array. We have only one absence tracking period, and that is from 1st of July 2020 until 1st of July 2021, but also the grace period is 31st of December 2021. Okay, nice. So we have the current periods here, but let's just try to falsify this. Let's say I'm not sure if we can do this, but let's see. TypeScript create date. Let's check how, you know, what kind of format does it accept. Okay, so we can do dashes. That's cool. That's good enough for us. So let's see, 2020 11, I don't know, 15th of November 2020. Let that be today. And also let's go back into the admin and create another tracking period, but that one's going to be from July 2019. Yeah, 2019. So we can be into 2019 7/1, 2020 7/1, and the grace period will be 2020 December, 31st of December. Okay, we have this period here, and now let's go back to request a leaf. I'm going to clear out the console and let's just say hey, submit it. All right, now we can see that we have these two periods, because the grace period on this guy here is still active, right? Because today is November and this is until the end of December. That means we can use that one. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. What else do we have here? This turns out to be active. I'm not sure how. Let's go ahead. If the grace period is less than or equal, what? No, greater than or equal of today. That's the is active, pretty much. But in this case, it should be. Let's go ahead. Let's go back. Delete the two periods and try that again. So 2019 1st of July, 2020 1st of July, 2020 New Year's Eve. Create one, and then 2020 1st of July, 2021 1st of July, 2021 New Year's Eve. There we go. We have these two periods now. Let's check the database. We have two periods now where this one is not active. Why is that? Oh, right, it's not active because that's yeah, okay, this is okay. This is okay. Yeah, because the grace period was New Year's Eve, and New Year's Eve passed 2 weeks ago, so that period's gone. Those days are gone. That means, okay, the 2019 period is gone, only the 2020 is active, and that's okay. But for the sake of simplicity, when we are going to create this request, we're going to log out these things. Let's also create one more for future, and we should also update this. If the grace period is greater than or equal to today, and I'm going to put this on the beginning. Data.from is less than or equal to today. Okay, so when we are going to create the new one, it's going to be 1st of July 2021 until 1st of July 2022. But that means it's not active because 1st of July is in 6 months. So this should do it. But also, now that we can see that we have the is active, that means we might need some sort of a cron job to run in the background and, you know, update the is active as days pass. So we need to do that. But nevertheless, let's go and create the 2021 1st of July until 2022 1st of July, and it will end in 2022 31st of December. create even the next year's period, but if we go back and reload, yeah, this one is false because it hasn't started yet. Okay, that's okay. That's okay. So when we try to create a new request now, we should not see that new period here. We should not see that period here. So let's just go request a leave. 1, 2, 3, submit. Exactly, we only have 2, because why? Because the 2019's grace period is on 31st of December 2020, and we lied about today. We said it's November, so that means we are still into the grace period. But also, this one is active because it was from 1st of July 2020, and we are, you know, this one is active as well. So that means it works, and that's cool. We are still going to roll with the November just so we can see, you know, just so we can proceed doing this into into a multi periods type of thing. But then we can revert back to an ordinary new dates, and then we can check for single periods types, and there cannot be 3 periods because it's just not possible. So let's see, we have the periods here, and now for every period we would like to get the users. Where are we here? User in periods. One user in periods. Let's reload. Let's see what happens. So how is this any different? Alright, doesn't matter. I'm going to discard the changes here. Discard the changes here. Okay. We have the user ID 1, and that's me. That I belong into the periods number 7 in the database, and I have 20 days left, right? So if we go here, we have these 2 periods set as active. Sorry, these 2. So that means we need to dig into the users in periods and get all of the days. Yeah, get all of the days left and sum them up. Okay. Alright, so const. Just go current periods dot for each. Okay, and first we want to do let's days left sum equals 0. And we're going to loop. I'm going to do a wait here, and we can do p for each value and index. Absence tracking period. Okay, that's what we're after. All right, so this is the periods. But then we wanna get all of the. Alright, so let's see now. Let's check our database first. We have all of the periods here, but we also have users in periods, but I cannot see that here. P dot users in period is not here because probably it's not one of the primitive types, because we use this to link the user in period table. Okay, so maybe we should get the user in period. Yeah, let's get all of these. These are the current periods. Let's say current user periods. Yeah, it will be db.user in period. Find many. Where the periods ID where the period ID is contained inside the current periods. So maybe we should loop them, but also, okay, where the user ID is the currently logged in user, and we have this where user context session user ID. Yeah, context session user ID. Okay, so give me all of the entries into the user of periods, where this is the user, and we probably need to loop through these anyways. So for each async p, for the user ID, number or no is not assignable. So this is number or no. Okay, so we want to force this, and this will not be an issue because we have a context session authorized. That means if the user ID is not set into the session, that means the user is not logged in, then this will not be executed. So we can easily say this. But then also periods ID should be p.id. Okay, so give me all of the current user periods. Now let's log these out. And we should pretty much see exactly the same thing. If we go here into the user in periods, we have this user, period ID is 7, but what about periods? Okay, number 8 and number 9 didn't actually execute, and why is that? Because we can see this is the user and this is the period ID. Let's check that again. Let's go to the admin. First, let's just get rid of these. Let's just go and ditch them from the database. Alright, so I'm going to delete the first, except the first 4. The first 2. Save these guys. There we go. No pending requests. Nice. Let's get rid of the absence tracking periods now. And let's also check the codes where we create an absence tracking periods. So this should create, this should create a user in period for every user available. We can see there are none here. Oh, god damn it. All right, there was a filter, guys. Probably the user in period existed. So nicely done. 2019, god damn it. 1st of July until 2020. 1st of July, grace period will be 2020. 31st of December, create this guy. So 2020, 1st of July, 2021, 1st of July until 2022, 2021, 31st of December. And again, 2021, 1st of July, 2022, 1st of July. This hasn't started yet. And 2022, New Year's Eve. Let's go. All right, so we should see. Nice. Now we have. Me as a user belong to 3 periods. 2 of them are only active, right? These are these guys, the first 2, and the days left sum up until 40. Okay, so we need to get that. For the sake of simplicity, I'm going to say I have only 3 days here, and I have full days here. Okay, the capacity remains the same. And now I'm going to try to request a 5 days vacation. Okay, so these 3 should be 0 and these 20 should be 18. I mean that's the ultimate goal here. Let's get a range from 18 18th. All right, invalid interval. We need to fix that. 18th until 2020. Vacate. All right, that is ready. Create requests. We have all of these requests here. We're going to see them, and now one by one we need to check. First we need to sum up. Yeah, first we need to sum up the total days left. Will be all of the current periods. That's let's map them, and we are going to return. Wait, no, not the current user periods. Current user periods dots, yeah, days left. Okay, so I'm going to do let here, so it's 0 and then total days left. I'm going to loop through this, and this is going to return a number. No, okay, got it. Okay, so we have these. We have a number, an array of numbers, pretty much, and we need to also map them. So, well, of course, this will return cut them. Okay, never mind. Let's just loop through them. Days left, total days left, and add them to the total days left. Okay. Now, if the total days are greater than total days left, then we want to throw an error saying what should we say here? If the user is requesting more days than they already, they have. Not enough days off. Okay, let's keep it simple like this. So let's try this. So that means we need to create requests that will be 24 days. So I'm not going to use this. I'm going to start from 1st of February until 26th of February. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 20 days, 25 days. Yeah, until 5th of March. So we have 25 days. Let's hit submit. Not enough days off. Okay, but that's okay, because we're not actually, we're not actually handling the error, but it happens, and that's what we're after. So where does this error happen? This happens on the backend side, okay, on the server side here. Okay. So now we actually want to, let's instead of throwing an error, let's return, context dot session. No, I need the requests, the result actually. I think we had a, let's check out Blitz website. So basically we want to get the results. We want to get the results, not the request, the result, and cut the, pretty much cut the requests. so it doesn't continue on, and it should return a result saying, I don't know, some sort of an HTTP requests. So let's see into the API when we are defining either a query or a mutation. I think there was, let's check the utilities, invalidate query, get query key, set query data. That's not it. That's not it. I think we had a utility here. Blitz API requests or use something. No. Probably Blitz API requests. Let's see if we can arguments invoke with middleware. Okay, requests and results. Require the Blitz request and the okay, but this is not it pretty much. Yeah, that's not it. Results or requests. Handle requests with middleware. Nope. Oh damn. It used to be here. Blitz.js get requests in mutation. Let's try to do that. There we go. We have some API handlers here. And this is in Chinese. Docs API. So let's see. Come. There we go. There we go. Application and session contexts. Alright, so we can do a request and this. Okay. Catch all, we're not interested in that. Response helpers. What if I say requests and response? It still will be context. So we need to see API routes using TypeScripts, because this is basically our mutation. So we wanna, let's see, middlewares. Okay, yeah, this is inside an API, but that's not what we're after. Where is this? Because we're not also, yeah, middleware. We're not interested in middlewares as well. Mutations. Mutations folder. Must export a function. Input and contexts. This is used by HTTP middleware to provide data function. For example, authentication can provide. Okay. Okay, that's not it. I'm still not getting the routing. Let's try to see if we have something in a different file or in a different mutation per se. Nope, but we should be able to, because at the end it's just an API request, so we should be able to, yeah. Mutations. You can write any normal Node.js code here, include database access and fetching from third-party APIs. Okay, these are the arguments. We automatically alias the root of your project, so import DB from DB is importing, yeah. Okay, we're not interested in using them, we're just interested in writing them. Alright. First of all, let's log out the context here. Maybe I'm missing the type, because the type ctx only has a session context. Authenticated session, document, router. Okay, what does that contain? Now that's a React type. Doesn't matter. Let's just log out the context and see what actually happens. Create the requests. Let's go ahead and create requests. So this is probably okay, session, and then we have some requests and responses now. Set public data. What is handle? But that is a session basically. We're not interested in this session. But that's the only thing that we have inside of the contexts. Besides, these are private, so we cannot access them. Alright, so we need to find a way, guys. We need to find a way to return an HTTP status codes here. No, let's try Blitz.js. Return HTTP status codes in mutation. Error handling, okay. Okay. Prisma client has pretty abysmal error handling. Okay, they claim to be implemented for a while, but I guess we only need to throw some stuff. Not what we're after. Alright, again, I guess let's try with, let's try with errors. But the issue is that we are into the for each here. So what if we try to wrap this into a try catch the whole block here? Console the error e dot message probably. Exception information, exotic components. Doesn't matter. We don't need a type. Let's just log out the exceptions message here. And let's see what happens. Success. That's not it. Let's just throw the E. Just rethrow it here, just to see what happens. Because we are actually creating them. I can see they are piling up here. So, submit it again. Not cool. But they keep creating. So if I throw this here, or return, let's try to return, but I'm not sure that's how Yeah, I'm not sure that's how Blitz.js is built. We need to throw the error. Not found error. Oh, sorry. Should throw a new error instead of just throw error. Maybe that was the issue. Let's try. Let's try now. Nope, it still logs this. It logs it twice. Let's check the console log. Let's just reload. Alright, so range, that would be 1st of February until, I don't know, 31st of March. Okay, that's a ton of days. Create requests and... So even though we're throwing errors here, as you can see here, for some reason for some reason they're not being passed through, so there are no errors returned here. And that's not cool. Okay. Let's just try this stupid little thing. For simple for let p in current periods off, actually. Yeah. So now when we throw, we're not going to be inside of that callback function, but we are going to be into the main function. Let's try that. Not enough days off, guys. Not enough days off. Alright. Okay, so that's good. Not enough days off. Maybe we should also show you have only, let's get back the total number of days off. You have only total days left. Let's try that again. You have only 3 days left. 3 days left. No, that's not correct. We should have 23 days, not just 3 days. Let's log these guys out and see what actually is happening. Alright, so 1, that's not correct. Find many where the periods ID is okay, okay. What about current periods? We have 2 of the current periods, right? Oh, okay. We got it. This thing should happen outside of this, because we want to, yeah, we actually want to, goddamn, okay, I should have thought about that. Yeah. Unsafe reference to variables total days. Unsafe. How can we, no, that's okay. That looks okay. Doesn't matter. What if we say const is going to throw an error because we cannot change it? Okay, well, we'll just keep it like this. So total days left. Get all of the periods and then look through them, and then we can try to calculate the total days left issue. There we go, 23 days left. Yeah, even though we had 3 periods, we only calculate the 2 that are currently relevant. That's nice. Okay, we cannot create an a request. If we go crazy with the days, right, we have only 23 days left. Let's try to do something like I don't know, let's see 5. Sorry, let's see 4, because 25 is the number of days that we're requesting. 24 days left. Okay, that's cool, that's cool. All right, so we kind of have this in place. Let's get rid of these absences. Okay, we got this in place. That means we cannot request a leave if we don't have enough days. If we do, then we can definitely create it, okay? So let's try that. I have only 3 days here, so I'm going to create an absence of 5 days. Okay. Okay. This should be good, and it already is good. Okay, so now when we go to the pending requests, and when we actually accept this request, then and only then we should decrease the days left. Yeah. Oh man, it's 8:30. Okay, we should wrap this up in a few. All right, so let's go there. I'm going to look after this in some other time. So create absence. We'll go into the accept absence. Only admins can accept absences, and that's okay. And now we just blatantly accept the absence and nothing else. Okay. So now we need to do the calculations here. Okay, we have the we can have the user, right? First we want to get the absence. Updated absence. We're going to return the updated, but then await db dot absence dot find first, where the ID is absence ID. Okay, now we need to find also the user for that absence. db dot user or user in period. Now user find first, where ID would be absence dot user ID. And we're going to force this because the absence must have a user ID, otherwise it's not going to be valid. Now we have the user. Okay, so now we need to get, where was the previous file that we worked at? Create request. Yeah, now we need to get the currently running periods, and maybe we should put this into a utility function. We should definitely put this into a utility function. So we can go to absence periods. Oh yeah, queries get all absence tracking periods. Get currently active periods.ts, and we are going to copy this guy, but actually get and return these periods here. But we also want to be authorized. So current periods, there we go, return current periods. Nicely done. We are going to get rid of these props here because we don't actually need these type of things. Find many absence. Yeah, we just don't need any of these things. No props as well. Let's just say, I don't know, null or undefined, or just a empty object pattern. What do you? No, we cannot be doing this. Yeah, let's just name these parameters. Or yeah, let's just name these parameters, even though it's never used. We're only interested in the into the contexts. So yeah, get currently active periods. We are still going to falsify this. Get currently active periods. This will return. Now we can use the get currently active periods here where we actually copied it. Here as well. So import get currently active periods from absence periods queries get currently active periods, and now let's just execute that. We are going to pass null and the context itself. Okay, so we need to be authorized, and that's okay. And we're going to return the currently active periods, and this should also work pretty much the same. What are we doing here? Okay, this is the absence, this is the user. Okay, pretty much like this. Get all of the current active periods, import it, and now from all of these, you know, from all of the current periods, we want to get the current user in periods. Yeah, we want to do this again, and instead of doing this, we would like to check if this should be the user ID. Yeah, get all of the periods, get all of the user in periods for this user, for the currently running periods. Now we have them here. And now we can check, guys, what's the capacity and what's the days left, right? So if the days left, maybe we should also get the, you know, get the total days left. Yeah, we should definitely do the check here. We should totally do the check here. This will be user.id, and now let's get the total days left here, and now also current user periods. I'm going to define this like this. Find many will return a promise of user in periods, so that means alright. This is the actual type, so we wanna import user in periods. There we go. Alright, so we still want to keep all of the current periods, but meanwhile we want to calculate the days left. So, again, if the total days left and the total days are pretty much absence dot days dot length, right? Is possibly undefined. Alright, so if the request days, in this case, I don't know, 2 months, are greater than the total days left from all of the current periods, we will throw again the not enough days off, right? And instead of you have only that many days left, we'll say user dot first name, user dot last name has only total days that many days left. Okay, in that case the admin will need to decline the absence by hand. We don't want to do that manually. Okay, so okay, we got that check in place. And now, for example, if let's check here, user in periods, I have 4 days. If I request 6 days requests, we would want to decrease these 4 days left and also, you know, dip into the next period. So we want to do that. Now let's add that into another variable. Say the days to take will be absence dot days the length. Okay, and that would be a number. That's it. Instead of total days, okay, instead of that, we're going to the days to take. If the days to take are greater than total days left, then we cannot let that happen. Otherwise, we can start looping through the periods and try to decrease the days to take. Okay, so current user periods dot for each current user period cup again. Now if the cup dot days left are less than or equal to days to take, right, we are going to subtract the days to take from them, and now we need to update this to 0. So we need an async function. Await db dot, what is that? Current user period. That means it's a user in period. Update data days left 0, where the user ID periods ID. Oh, okay. This is something different now. Let's see. Cup. No. We have the period ID and user ID, but we need to create that little user ID, period ID, compound unique input, this guy here. So let's try to import it and see. Oh, okay, it's an object. All right, it's just an object. So where were we? Period ID. Nicely done. Cup dot ID, and now user right. There we go. So this will take down these 4 days left, and then we need to check if the days to take if there are more days to take, right? Yeah, if there are more days to take, then pretty much couple days left. If there are more days, then in that case, but okay, but this will be for each, so days to take. Okay, yeah, we need to think this through, because this is every period. So if this happens, yeah, let's just continue. Or break, was it? No. Jump target not cross function. Alright, this is not C#, this is TypeScript. So we get the first period. The days left are 4. Are they less than or equal to days to take, which will be 6? Yes, they are. Subtract them and update this period. Set them to 0. Right? Alright, so in that case we can do an else, right? In this case the days left will be greater than days to take. So let's just do the days to take. Let's just do this. Yep. No. Let's just set the days to take to 0. Okay, because the days left are greater than the days to take, so we are clear here. And then await db user in period. Yeah, pretty much this line here. But instead of days left to 0, we need to do the cup.days left minus days to take. Okay, so that would be the remaining. Yeah, that would be the remaining. Okay. All right, so let's resume. We get the first period. The first if is going to check if the days left into the first period, which is 4, is less than 6. Of course it is. Do this. All right. Then we can just say else if, yeah, days to take are greater than 0, so we don't want to run. Yeah, we don't want to run. So nicely done. If there are 4 days, then we are going to subtract the days to take. Oh, exactly. Days to take. We do need to make this right. So now there is our identical. So let's see. If there are 3, that means we want to keep 1 here. 3 is less than 4. Yes, it is. 3. Couple days left. No, not really. Oh no, 4 is 4 less than 3. Yeah, sorry. Is 4 less than 3? No, then days to take are 3, then make them 0. 4 minus 3, it will be 1. Okay, that works. Now let's see for the bigger. Let's see for 6. Is 4 less than or equal to? Let's try 4. Yeah, if 4 less than or equal to 4. Yes, it is. Then days to take will be 0 in this case, and this thing will also be 0, right? Because couple days left minus days to take will be pretty much the same. So yeah, we can only, yeah, we'll use this if to to do the days to take, and we can only have one line of updating here. Nicely done. Okay, let's try for 6. Is days left less than the days to take? Yes, it is. Days to take is 6 minus 4 will be 2. In this case, days left 4 minus days to take 4 minus 2. Well, that's not correct. Days to take. That's not correct. This is 4 and this is 6. If 4 is less than 6, it is then 6 minus 4. Okay. The days to take will be 2, but we need to subtract only 4 here. And this is 4 minus 2. That means we only subtracting 2, and that's not correct. All right, so let's try this again. Days to take is a good name for this variable, but we are going to change it to total days to take. But then we are going to create a little local days to take variable. Okay, so if the days left, which is 4, is less than total days to take, which will be 6, we are going to subtract the total days to take from the days left, but then also days to take will be cup days left. Yeah, because we wanna zero it out. Yeah, that means in this case this period will be zeroed out always, and we are going to, yeah, we're going to set the days left to days to take. Okay, but in case the days left of the period, which is 20, is greater than total days to take, which is 2, we are going to set the total days to take to 0. Days to take, first we're going to say this. In this case we don't actually need this thing, but we need it for the second if. All right, total days to take, let's set this to 0, and now days to take will be, I don't know, will be 2, this will be 0. This should work, yeah. This should work. Too bad I cannot debug this. I really wished I could have. Yeah, but let's just, you know, let's just give it a go. So this is when we accept an absence. Okay, we have 4 with 20. These are the active periods. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days. Let's accept this. Now let's refresh this. This should be 0, this should be 18. 4 and 5, that makes no damn sense. Oh, wait a minute. Are we actually filtering? Oh, are we actually filtering these? Yeah. Let's see, total days to take, total days to take. Let's log these out. Total days to take. Alright, so where are the absences now? I'm going to set this to false. There we go. Now let's hit that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days. Okay, so total days to take should be 5. Yes, total days to take is 5 because we wanna take only 5 days. But then when we actually get the periods, we would like to sort them. Can we do that here? Order by, exactly. Order by. Order by capacity. Nope. Maybe do days left. Yeah, days left. Ascending. So the periods with the least days left will be first. So when this for each happens, we're going to be taking from this. Let's get this back to 20, like it didn't happen, and now let's get back to the absences. And we're going to say false for approved, so it gets back. Now let's approve it, and now let's see what happens. No. All right. Man, how can I should be able to debug this. It would be 100 times easier. Let's say console, god damn it, console log. Cup days left. All right, cup days left. First, yeah, we're always getting the 20. And why is that? Why is that? Because we are doing the ascending thing here. Damn it. Let's see if we are actually getting all of the periods, not the currently active one. So reloads, false, it doesn't matter. Let's just hit, yeah, we have. Well, then what is the current user periods? Find many. That's what I actually wanted to log out. God damn, okay. Current user periods, current user periods. Let's do that again. Okay, what are we looking at here? The days left is 4, and then the days left is 5. Now let's check out the values, 4 and 5. Then what? Okay. Let's get back. Let's set this to 20. Let's go back and set this to false. And let's hit approve again. We can see the 4 is first, okay, and we can see the 20 is second. Oh, wait a minute, wait a minute. I should be logging these outside, right? Oh goddamn. Okay. Instead of, yeah, instead of doing an equal here, okay, that is the issue, guys. That is the issue, because this will return a user in period array. find many where the PID and the user ID. Well, I guess there can be only one, so why should we look for find many? We need to say find first, so then user in periods. All right, UIP, nicely done. And then current user periods dot push the UIP or null. Let's hope that it's there, because yeah, it has to be there. Push this and then map the total days left with this, but instead of doing a map here, let's just do this, and instead of cut we can do UIP days left, because this is, yeah, roll through the periods and get me the user in period for this user in this period. There's only one. There is only one, because this is the ID for the user in period. This is a unique constraint. There cannot be a user ID and period ID, you know, two entries into the database. Okay, so then we are clear here. Now the current, okay, yeah, now we're clear. That's why it got, you know, that's why it's subtracted from the 20, because the equality was because we were reassigning the variable. So now we should see this. Yeah, now we should see this. The current user periods should be, these should be 2 now. Let's hit yes. Okay, let's scroll down. These are the values. The first is the number 4, and then is the 20. Cup days left 4 and 20, and that's okay. That's what we're after. Let's clear out the logs, and now let's go and see the user in period. This makes no sense. 19 days. Are you kidding me? No. Reload. Reload. So days to take is 0. Console log. Cup. Total days. Let's just say total. Total days to take. Okay. Let's see this in action. We have to use the console log now. We cannot debug. I am seriously disappointed in that. Okay. Okay, so the current days left is 4, but the total is 5. And that's okay, right? And now the total days left in the second period is 20, but the total days to take is 1. Let's also log out days to take. Let's also log out the days to take. Number 20 here. Set this to false. Roll it again. What do we have now? Okay, so the cup is 4, but we need 5. That means days to take is 4. Okay, and that means this is the period ID and this is the user ID. And I'm not sure why it keeps total 1 days to take. I guess this is the issue, man. This is, yeah. Days to take are 4 on the first period, which has 4. So updating this should set the days left to 0. What the hell? This is weird, guys. Periods ID 10, 11, 12. All right, so subtracting days to take days from periods ID cup periods ID. Okay, let's try this. I'm going to revert the changes again, and we will see the actual log. Okay, so what are we talking about here? Cup 4, total 5. Subtracting 4 days from period ID 10. And this is the 10. Right? And then we say, okay, this is the user. The user is always number 1, but the periods ID is 10. And I'm not sure why is this happening with number 4. Subtracting 4 days from this, and then subtracting 1 day from period ID 11, which is the number 12. Oh, okay. I got it, guys. I actually got it, yeah. Instead of days to take, we need to say cup dots days left minus days to take. God damn it. Okay. Right, because we're assigning them, we're not actually subtracting them. God damn. Okay, should have seen that. Let's try now. We should see the correct numbers. There we go, 0 and 19. Lovely. Okay. So, what if I do this again? Because we don't have a 0 days left for the cup, even though it's active. Let's try that again. What happened now? Cup total 5, subtracting 0 days from periods on number 10, and then subtracting 5 days from period number 11, so this should be 14. All right, there we go. We did have this extra iteration that we could have avoided, though, right? The cup days left is actually 0. If the cup days left is 0, then we just wanna, yeah, well, find first where the, all right, yeah, we can do this here, and the days left are greater than 0. Okay, so then get me all of the periods that I can actually subtract days from, right? So not this. All right, let's just log out the periods and we should be good to go, guys. Yeah, we should see only one. We should see only one period now. Let's go false, save the change, hit that button. The use left of null. Oh, okay. Let's see the array here. This is the accept absence, okay. Well, the current user periods, find me where the days left are greater than 0. Oh, okay, okay, I got it. Now the UIP is actually, yeah, this is okay, I got it. In this case, there is a period, but the query did not return any results, so we don't need to push it, and we don't need to access the days left because they are either 0. I mean, or I'm not sure. Yeah, they're definitely 0. All right, we should see only one. Okay, it has been accepted. And what is the still 2, guys? Seriously. Well, of course. Current user periods. Yeah, not the current periods because they are two no matter what. We only need the current user periods. Let's do it now. There we go. There we go. Only one has been returned. The period ID 11. And we have the days left of 9, right? And this is the period ID 11 because this one has a days left of 0, but it's still active per se, you know. So maybe we should also, yeah, maybe we should also do something about that. Oh man, it's getting late. Maybe some other time. I don't know. My idea was, for example, when we subtract the days, right in here. I'm going to remove this lock. Right in here, where we are going to zero out that user in period, we should update the absence tracking period active to false. Oh no, this is a global period and this is a user in period. This is, yeah, this is it. All right, this functions well enough. Okay, what I also want to do now is let's get this back to 4 and get this to 20. We should see 24 days. And into the request a leave, maybe we can also add a little annotation saying you have that many days left, you know. Maybe that's a good idea, just to prevent, you know, the user from making errors, right? Request a leave, and now we should probably, you know, add something between the request a leave and a sick leave. That's a good idea. Let's go back to requests. Pages. What do we have here? There's the box. Pick your days. And this is the radio pills, exactly here. Okay. Exactly here. We have suspense false, so we don't actually need the is loading type of thing, because yeah, something like this. And now let's get the days left. We can roll with the get currently active periods, get days left .ts. I'm lazy, so I'm going to copy and paste this. We need to authorize this, exactly. And now let's do pretty much current period. We do need the current periods, definitely. And we also wanna get, where were we? Oh, get days left. But not like this. /absence periods queries get currently active periods. All right. So give me the currently active periods, and from those currently active periods, we want to get all of the user in periods, and we want to do this little calculation here. Okay, so let's just copy this thing. I'm going to place it here, and then we can probably check if current user periods, we don't need these. Okay, total days left. We can just this is okay. User, okay, so context.session the user ID. There's the user. This is the current period, and there we have total days left, get days left, return them. Okay, this looks good enough. So how can we refactor this? Because we also wanna, in this case, we also wanna get the currently active periods are okay, but we also have a current user periods as well. All right, doesn't matter. We have to get the days left, right? So we can use that query here. Days left, nothing else. Use query. Get days left. Nicely done. Empty object because we don't have any parameters, and then also suspense false because that's how we should do it right now. We're not in the experimental version of React. We're in the stable version of React because Chakra UI doesn't play well with the experimental version. So days left. This should be a little number, and there it is. In here we can say just a little text. You have days left. There we go. You have 24 days left. That's nice. How can we style this? Maybe instead of a text we can use a badge. Okay. And we want to get the attention, so color scheme equals red. Oh, no. Okay, and now let's just get it away, just a little bit away from the title. Nice, you have 20. Okay, but not as a badge. Not as a badge. We're going to say text. We're going to remove the color scheme. But maybe, yeah, maybe wrap the days left in the badge. That would be cool. Color scheme red. Nah. No. What can we do here? We can wrap it into a different text component and then do the color scheme here, or just color actually reds. Dot, I don't know, 500. There it is, yeah, but ooh. We want to render this as a span so it doesn't actually. There we go, 24 color, and then font weight would be just bold. I don't know. There we go. So this is way too dark. We want to ease out a little bit. You have 24 days left. That looks okay. What do you think, guys? Maybe we can also make it a little bit bigger. Font size. Almost font size. Responsive value. Font size. Length. String or 0 or number. Okay. What about large? Extra large. 2 times extra large. I guess that's okay. But now since we made the text bold and made the font larger, we don't even need this red. red thing. Okay, you have 24 days left. Well, that's a bad way to say. All right, 24 vacation days left, not just 24 days left. That means a different thing, and we don't want to be the bearer of bad news. But you have 24 vacation days left. That's good enough. Okay. 24 vacation days left. Okay, it's not the prettiest, I'm going to be honest, but I guess it does the trick. For example, if I wanna request a leave, let's see how that looks like. Yeah, you have 24 vacation days. Let us reload. Yeah. If I wanna plan requesting a leave, I would say, okay, I have 24 vacation days. Or absence days left. Huh? Absence days left. Or days off. But this is the days off. Yeah. All of these sick leaves, vacations, and days off are absences. Ways of absences. So we can, yeah, we can say 24 absence days left. Or days of absence. I don't know. Maybe this is the best way. You have 24 days of absence left. Okay. Now we can actually plan. But since we already have this little 24 here, maybe we can also play around with the submit as well. That would be cool. There's a submit button. Selected days of length is less. Okay, nice. And the selected days dot length is less than or equal to days left. Is that okay? Now let's check it out. 24. Let's go. Let's do a range from 1st of February to 23rd. That's okay. 24th. That's okay. 25th. Oh, wait a minute. 5, 10, 15, 20, 23, 24, and we should see the button disabled. 25. It's never disabled. What the hell? Selected days. Okay, disabled. Greater than days left. Reload. No. It's not, well, not. Or if the selected days are greater than the days left. There we go. Okay, so range. Let's do it again. So we have 20 days here. Nope. 5, 10, 15, 18 days. But I have 24, so we're not counting. What is actually selected days? Selected days. God damn it. Let's log these out. First of February, 24. How? Okay, yeah, but these are with the weekends as well. The weekends, all right. So the weekends are not calculated here. The weekends are calculated, and yeah, weekends and holidays are calculated on the server side. We just sent the whole range, pretty much. So we cannot really do that here, because this will always return 24, including, you know, the weekends and the holidays. Alright, so we cannot do that here. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. You have 24 days left. Plan. If you hit submit, I'm going to say no. So, okay, 18 days. 25, let's see. Can I? No, you cannot. That's nice. That is nice. What about, I don't know, let's go single. Let's see, I'm gonna do 10th of February. Hey, we should see. Oh no, let's just go arrange. I'm going to take this week here. So we should see 19 days. This didn't get updated. Okay. Days left. In that case, we would like to get the refetch function. Refetch would be refetch days left, because someone might want to success. There we go. Refetch. Yeah. So let's try to do that. I'm going to reload this page. We should see 19, 24. Oh, what am I doing? I don't need the refetch because we are requesting the days. We are not actually accepting them, because we are subtracting the days left when we actually accept the requests. I might have 100 requests, but I'll still have 24 days left, because that's the truth, right? But when I accept this and when I go back, we should see 19. There we go. Because now the request has been accepted. Yeah. That means, guys, holy shit, that means if this one has been approved, right? But what if I decide that I would actually want to decline it later on? That means we need to give the days back to the user. God damn. Okay, that's for another time. That is for another time. All right, I'm feeling pretty tired, guys. So this is a great progress. We can track days left now, and that's amazing. And we're smart enough to go, you know, to use the days from the oldest period without touching the new period, because we can use the new period's days left for a much longer time than the last period. So that's okay. That's, you know, that's good. Awesome. I like what we did here. So let's continue some other day. I think MVP wise, we are pretty close to finishing the app. Okay, we just want to fix the, you know, if we have an approved request and we decline it, or we had a declined request but then approve it, you know. But actually approving the request will still work here. Yeah, we just want to revisit the decline requests. Here it is. Exactly, not just mark it decline, but also get all of the days left. I mean, get all of the days here and give them back to the user. And we need to be careful with that. Okay, we need to be careful with that, because where are we going to return them? To this period or this periods? Because we took from both periods, right? We zeroed the first period, but then we took one more from this period. God damn. Okay, this gets complicated. So that's a little hack. I can create an absence, and my HR manager will accept it, and then a day before the grace period ends, I can call my HR manager and I can say, okay, I'm going to work those days, can you decline them or something like that, and then all of those days can, you know, they'll be returned to this probably. I'm not sure. Or maybe we should I don't know, maybe we should say yeah, we should do something here. If it has been approved, shouldn't we make a separate screen for that? What do you mean, a separate screen? Because right now we have the previous request here. This one has been declined. This one has been approved, right? But what if we made a mistake and approved this one, but we should have actually declined it, right? Missing documentation. There we go. We just declined this. We can't. Why can't we just decline it? We can't just decline it after. Yeah, that's the issue, because declining the absence means that we need to give back the days that we took from the user when we approved the request, right? So what do you think? Should we be able to change? Yeah, should we be able to change the status afterwards? Because it can be... Yeah, I would like to have... Yeah, definitely. I would like to have that ability. But what if someone tries to, I don't know, misuse it, you know? Maybe, yeah. Maybe we should not allow the HR manager to change the status from approved to declined, or the one who approves it. Yeah, exactly. But just as a precaution, imagine this. Imagine this. We have this right here, which starts from 18th of January, right? We can just track the changes like an audit log. Yeah, that's a good feature. We don't have that implemented yet, so we should definitely do that. But what about this? If the current date is greater than or equal to the earliest date from this absence, then we can, you know, then we should remove these buttons. So this will be, this cannot be changed later on. How about that? Because if it's 18th of January or 19th of January, that means you, my good sir, are not at work, so you can't do any changes. You had your time or stuff like that. I don't know. Maybe there are rules, or maybe some companies have rules about I don't know, you can do these changes that many days before the actual absence starts. I don't know. This is a huge problem. But yeah, as you said, we must trust the one who approves them. But keeping an audit log that cannot be deleted will also be sufficient enough. Yeah. In that case, the HR manager cannot do, you know, some stunts like that. Because the boss can check the audit log anytime and they can see, all right, this employee has 24 days left, but it turns out that he requested that many requests, they have been accepted, but then later on that they have been declined, right? So maybe we can also track changing of the status. For example, if it has been declined and then it has been approved, or vice versa, maybe we can track that, and that could also, you know, be used as some sort of a performance measurement for the HR manager. I have no clue, right? If you do that many mistakes, I mean, come on, you cannot do, yeah, for stats or KPIs basically. That would be a good feature, but that actually calls for a different role, because we can have an admin. In that case, if we want that stat to be available, we should also have an HR or something like that, or the HR can see their own, I don't know, stats anyways. I don't know. Probably in the list of the users here, we have a user that's Lazar, that's an admin, and then we can, you know, place the mistakes somewhere around here. I don't know. It's not a big thing, yeah. But let's just we can set it like this. If you don't want the users to, you know, do the hacks, then you should put someone in charge who you can trust. The problem that I see is when we decline an approved request in past periods, so then it's definitely an issue. Yeah, because where you will add those days exactly. Yeah, but also in this case, for example, we took away the 5 days, right? We cleaned out this period, and then well, you know, we can roll back. Yeah, yeah, we can actually roll back. That will be, you know, reversed. For example, if we made a mistake and we have 0 and 19 now, right? And if we want to decline that absence, it's not late yet. Then what we should do is, you know, start from the newest period and add the days left up to the capacity, right? And the remaining days should go into the previous period, which is 0 in this case. Only if the previous period hasn't been ended yet. If the previous period has ended, the grace period, then we got nothing to do. I guess it's late. I guess in that case it's late, so that's it. Yeah. But that's a lot of ifs. I don't know. Yeah. Let's keep it like this, simple. An audit log is definitely an important thing here, because we're talking about days left, we're talking about sick days, we're talking about you know, because all of those things reflect the paycheck for every employee. And when it comes to money, companies will definitely want to do some audit logs and stuff like that. So if we're playing with money, then we need to keep track of everything that's happening in the system. But yeah, I guess it's we can wrap this up. We don't have such issues though. Yeah, we don't. Let's you know, luckily. But yeah, I guess we can wrap it up for today, guys. I think we made a little, not a little. I think we made a big progress actually. So what can we do next? I don't know. Maybe we can work on the dashboards. Maybe we can do some crazy analytics and stuff like that. For example, I'm logged in and I'm going to be logged in as a user. So the dashboard will be me as a user, but everything else, if I'm an admin, everything else will be me as an admin. So maybe we can try to add a card here saying you have that many days vacationing or absence, leave of absence, I'm not sure, days left. And maybe we can show little charts or stuff like that. I don't know what's important for me personally. Yeah, that would make this one usable. That would make it deployable. People can see how many days left. People can see when they have requested you know, absences. Have they been approved? Which one have been approved? Which one have been declined? For what reason they have been declined? How many days I can do more and stuff like that. But we also guys, check this out. When we are creating a new absence tracking periods, right now we're hard coding 20. So I'm not sure. We're hard coding. Maybe we should say 0. And then let the administrator go and add them. I don't know, user by user. I mean, that would be a painful thing to do, and so I'm not sure. Maybe it's a good time. Oh, I don't know. Because we want to make it simple. You know, let's just set the capacity to 20. But this is the place where the cron job can be implemented. So every new employee starts off with 0, but then every 5 days, or every 5 days there's 1 day of vacation added, up until the company capacity or the country law capacity, something like that. But that's, you know, that's an even bigger problem. So right now we have only hard-coded 20, but we should allow, based on the years of experience and the initial allowed days. Yeah, but we should also allow the HR, you know, the people in charge to basically go into the admin panel here and do some, you know, change the defaults. Maybe they wanna set the default to be 20, because I don't know, like 95% of the employees are, you know, have the seniority. Change the period for a person. Yeah. And if the majority of the employees are seniors, right? Have the seniority or the full capacity, then the default one can be 20, and then the administrator can go and just, you know, cherry pick the users, click and then decrease the capacity and days left to the employees that don't have the full capacity yet. So that would save on time, but still be manual, you know. But it will also be faster for us to develop, because we're not going to do any crons and calculations and stuff. We just need to expose the right tools for that job. So maybe that's the next thing that we should do, and then focus on the dashboard, and then I think we can deploy this to use in our company. It would be wise to have a concept of a company that will have this default set. Yeah, definitely. Also, introducing the concepts of a company will make a huge refactor in our case, because right now I haven't architected this app to... Yeah, exactly. Default days, period 20, period start, period length. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. And but yeah, introducing a company concept we will have to refactor the whole app, because right now I didn't architect this to be a multi-tenant. But if we should open source it, then we definitely should create the multi-tenancy. I think that would be a good idea. I didn't think it would be important at the beginning because we can have one company. Yeah, I mean that's exactly what the admin page is for, right? We can set the defaults here, and that would be on the deployment, you know, that would be the deployment defaults. Store these things, definitely, yeah. Yeah, we can create a new table for that, and we can hit that table every time we need something. Yeah. Well, that's pretty much. Well, we have the absence types, so there's the thing. Every company can define their own absence types, right? We only have sick leave, vacation, or days off. We can add more. We can delete. There are the holidays. Holidays can be, you know, hand-picked, and write the holiday name here. Absence tracking periods are still manual. You need to enter them by hand, but maybe we can, yeah, maybe we can do that. Maybe we can do that with the defaults, and maybe, I don't know, maybe create a new defaults section here, and just list the defaults here, like default capacity or stuff like that. We can definitely do that. That would make using this app easier and quicker. Yeah. Yeah, I think so, yeah. And it's good, it's like that. Yeah. Because I didn't plan on, you know, deploying this on a mass scale and inviting companies to our system. Yeah. I just assumed, okay, I'm going to make a Docker image and place it, you know, on my own servers. And multiple companies can use it just on their own separate deployments and their own separate servers. So the multi-tenancy is outside. It will happen in the DevOps phase. Yeah, so that's what I thought. So yeah. Alright guys, it's getting late. I'm getting hungry, so maybe we should call this a day. And yeah, let's continue some other time. Costa, have a great time. I might see you tomorrow. Yeah. So yeah, thank you for watching, guys. This was a great improvement, and I can't wait to actually push this to deployment. Awesome. All right, so ciao everyone. Talk to you later. Bye bye.